You're watching Ohio Valley Conference Women's Volleyball on ESPN+. Coming to you live from Western Hall. The final match of this series, the Little Rock Trojans and the Western Illinois Leathernecks. Caden Strenz with you on the call for this afternoon's matchup. We'll take a look at the conference standings, where things stand in the Ohio Valley. Little Rock with a chance to clinch a spot in the Ohio Valley Conference tournament with a win today. They sit at 8-5. Western Illinois, they have a lot of work to do. They're sitting at 4-9 and outside of the tournament right now. We'll take a look at our players to watch now, presented by Jostens, the official recognition company of the Ohio Valley Conference. Andrea Roman, the libero for the Trojans, best in the Ohio Valley, potentially a top 10 in the country. Approaching 500 digs on the season, 18 of those yesterday against Western Illinois. Several amazing plays to keep it alive on the Trojans' end. It's been a very strong season for Roman so far. 475 digs, as we mentioned, could get 500 by the conclusion of this weekend or next. Kiana Cruz for the Leathernecks, the player to watch. Season low, 7 kills. Yesterday, though, against the Trojans, 12 digs as well, 19 double-doubles. I mean, the Leathernecks, Kiana Cruz is going to need to be more offensive, rather to say, in order to keep the Leathernecks in this one today. Quite frankly, they had no shot. We'll take a look at their starting lineup. Kennedy Adair, Ashley Markert, Hillary Estes, Grace Kramer, Jalea Boss, Kiana Cruz, Carly Lane is the Leatherneck starters. On the other side for the Trojans, it's Garrido, Margarita, block party for her and Kennedy yesterday, combining for 7. Rodriguez, Cherry, Valencia, the libero, Roman as well.
This is the drive. You're going to have to rely on your special teams and on your defense, who just made a fantastic takeaway last drive. They're going to have to bank on Landon Fox's squad to do just what they did.
Luke Drogemuller on for a pretty important punt, and he just barely gets it away. This is bobbled. It's picked up by Western Illinois down at the 30.
Don Paul Keith having yourself a day. Insane.
Jaquez Wyatt was there. He bobbled the ball. And Don Paul Keith was booking it down the field, and once the contact was made and the ball wasn't secured, he just plucked it out of the air up against the Lion. So it's as if it were a long pass.
See, but anything could happen in this weather like that, and it's terrible to see Wyatt with that, because the game is in his hands and he
receiver. To your point, Joe Davis talked about the chip on their shoulder and remembering last year and how tough of a loss it was. When last season there were 87 points and 1,285 total yards, and a Lindenwood win 49-38. After 2 years ago, Lindenwood won 43-40. But here, it's painted purple and gold, and it's a Western winner for the 3rd time this year. Zeros on the clock, the cannon goes off, 24-21, Western Illinois wins.
Linebackers coach right there, Brendan Kretschmer, Joe Davis, telling everybody to celebrate with the marching band.
And a tough loss for Lindenwood, because from the start it looked as if they might just roar away and hide. They didn't do it. They were up 14-0 after the first quarter. And then just 7 points after, a 24-7 Western run. And it was all facets of this game today. Offense, defense, special teams, all of them got it done. And in the rain, too, there's something about these November games when it rains, and it's a little chilly, and the lights are on, and yeah, it might not be a huge crowd, but everybody that's here wants to be here, and the want-to factor for Western to win it was so high. And now you have a chance, a real one, to get to 4 wins, to get to 5 wins this year. Remember, that'd be a 1-win improvement from last season. But what a job by Western to be able to stay the course and not get down emotionally after trailing 14-0.
Takes a lot of grit, takes a lot of effort. Lots of perseverance, and that's something I know head coach Joe Davis has just been instilling into his Leathernecks. They've gone through so many hardships throughout the years, and then the injuries this year. This win is going to go on for a long time.
Well, it's part of the process, and you need to have a little luck too, but you need to be right there to capitalize on the luck, and the luck in this case was, after the interception, there was a punt. And a punt wasn't fielded cleanly by Lindenwood, but it was by Don Paul Keith to set things up for the winning score. And then the defense made plays. So we talked about connected in our keys earlier today. Well, every part of this team was connected today. As you see Jalen Ribbon still trying to motivate everybody. After this game, they'll huddle up on the field, and we'll get a visit with Joe Davis soon with Caden Strenz. And the third victory of the year is a special one, and those that are here are going to remember it. And from Lindenwood's standpoint, it's a tough loss to take because they felt that they had a great start. They respected Western. They just couldn't put Western away, and this is a team that did most everything right in their win over Tennessee State last time.
See Joe Davis, a quick post-game talk. He's letting his players enjoy it. I know that's what he's going to enjoy too.
I think Caden Strenz and our crew are looking for him, but Joe Davis has already sprinted back to the 30-yard lines. He's down to about the 29 on the north side of the field, and so Caden and crew are going to have to turn around. But I think we're going to get a player guest first, and I guess it could be anybody. We send it downstairs. Caden Strenz with Kaysen Carswell.
Kaysen, your first collegiate come from behind victory, down 11 entering the fourth quarter. How does it feel right now?
Yeah, it feels great. Coach preached all week. We got to stay together no matter what happens. We're down 11, but that's 2 scores. Defense buckled down there. Offense got it done and executed in the fourth quarter.
And how do you keep this momentum from this quarter going on for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, getting these last 2 were huge. That just gets the team morale up. Obviously, no one wants to lose, so when you're winning like this, as you can see, vibes are high. I mean, we got to keep rolling.
You had that big play to Damari Davis late in the game before the targeting that wasn't. What was it like to have that play, those big plays, everything that needed to go right, going right?
Yeah, Damari played great. I mean, I saw him out there one-on-one, and I trusted him to win every time one-on-one. I gave him a shot. He made a great catch. I mean, that's what it comes down to right there.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Enjoy it, Kaysen.
Thank you.
And back to you guys.
I think Caden is looking for Joe Davis, and Joe, I think, was looking for Caden as well. But as it turns out, as you talk about program building, you have to have a quarterback